You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Up next, it's our main event between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. We're just seconds away from getting this one started, and here we go from New Orleans. Machine Ali on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, King. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm an aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Gain 15 there, and that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
The numbers pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
180.
First down, here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space. Take that shot downfield.
Lamar throwing again. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the boot cave that that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Jackson's going to go on fourth. Rolling left, buying some time. Gonna call himself. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's a great field position.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Chuck now from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. You connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready?
On play action, here's Shuck. That one connects. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get a perfect start. They've got up 6-0. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Now right there, partner, that is not a team who looks like it is a steep underdog. That is exactly the type of start they needed. I gotta imagine being in their old building might be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and we know that home field advantage really benefits the defense more than the offense. As an offense, you just want to do your part. You want to light the fire and let those fans really let their voice be heard. Should benefit their defense immensely.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. This our last play of the quarter. First and 10. Here's Jackson. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Brought down by Julian Blackman.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Jackson now on third. Has his man's cut by Andrews. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
And in motion, out of the slot. From the pistol, Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've got to earn that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Out Here's Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Rhythm. You hear me, Tom? Rhythm. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a ball, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Caught by his ball, Camara. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Gets his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Shuck working from the gun. That's complete to Camara on the check down. And he stops, giving him about 7 on the play and gives his offense a 1st and goal. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. To throw again here, it's Shuck. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Shuck's looking to pass here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Offensive line fast.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket. make it quick. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off in points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
See if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. We'll begin his return from the 11. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. To kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going to start on the ground with Camara. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Shot to throw. Escapes the pocket. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Now Chuck on 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens almost took it all the way back. Oh, what a return down to the 5.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Those are the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Hate to say it, but it almost feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one, to go backwards,
Caught out one. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. He fields it from the 8.
Oh, yeah, that's not fair.
He gets it up to the 32. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, jump. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. They give to Camaro, left side. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Draymond Jones.